Hi, I'm Pastor Ray Oberst. I'm here on behalf of Gil's Hills Ministries at Gil's Hills, a beautiful place, 124-acre campus, and we have some really exciting news. Next fall, Gil's Hills is going to be launching and expanding their ministries to include a Christian school. We want to do a K-8 school that really emphasizes kids' faith, grows their faith, and helps them along their journey while we give them rigorous academics. So the question might be, why is Gil's Hills starting a school? Well, I've been an educator for 20 years, and I can tell you without a doubt that the need is greater than ever. We see kids who are so unique, so different in their learning styles, that they really need something different. We believe parents need a choice, a different option for their kids, as they know their kids. The public school is great. I've been a public school educator my whole life. We're not putting them down. But over and over the years, I've seen personally how the pressures of the state ed have put constraints on districts so they can't do the great, rich learning that we want them to do. So by having our own school, we can create an environment that is tailored to kids' needs using an individualized and personalized learning approach. We're not separating learning into different chunks of the day, but we're incorporating their learning together. So within science, they're doing their math. They're communicating, they're writing within their social studies instead of them being compartmentalized. We think that's just a better way for kids to learn. And putting things into hands-on approach with outdoor learning. I mean, we have a wonderful 124-acre campus. As you can see behind me, the woods, it's beautiful. We've got a beautiful pond, an environment for the kids to just grow richly in. On the other side of it, we believe strongly in a faith-based approach to education. We believe here at Gil's Hills that kids are uniquely created by God to be individuals, that God has a unique plan and purpose for each of their life. And their learning should follow that. It should look like that, individual, unique, and purposeful. So I know we might wonder, how are we going to get the kids to learn? What kinds of things are we going to do with the kids that's vastly different than you might find in another school? When the kids come to us, we'll start with like a learning profile that determines their learning style. Are they auditory learners, visual learners? And from that information, we can tailor an experience that's just for those kids, that we can get them to learn what they need to learn with an eye towards standards. We know the expectations that kids have to achieve, but how they get there is unique. Whether it's more paper, pencil, whether we're using and taking advantage of technologies, whether we're outside, inside, whatever those children need to meet those standards, we'll be able to do. The other thing we're going to do is uncouple kids' growth from pacing. Let them pace, let them grow at their own rate. Where Jimmy might take 6 months to learn something, Susie takes 4, and that's okay. We let the kids achieve their growth and hit those benchmarks when it's appropriate for them. No two kids learn to walk at the exact same time. No two kids lose their teeth on the same days. They're unique. Their development is unique, and we need to honor that as a school, and we intend to do that. So instead of pushing kids through as grade level batches, we're going to separate that and let kids progress through the skills as they see fit and it fits their needs and it fits their learning styles. And then we're going to take that learning and put it into a rich environment where they're doing project-based lessons. They're taking that math skills, their reading skills, and their writing skills, and embedding it into real-life problems. So this is Gil Parker. He founded Gil's Hills Ministry. He was a teacher. After he retired from teaching, he came out to Wellsville, New York to work with the youth here. He started with a singing choir for boys, and after that began to bring boys up to this location to camp. His heart was to reach the youth of this area. His heart was for kids. His heart was to help families. And that's what we want to continue with this expansion of Gil's Hills Ministry by adding a school. We see how a school can really connect families together. Instead of just sending your kid without any knowledge of what's happening in their life and without knowing what's going on in their education, we want parents to be a part of their education. We want to honor parents as their kids' first teachers and their most important teachers. You have them during those first years, it's so formative in their education. We want to continue that relationship and having parents be a part of their kids' education all the way through. The next thing I want to tell you about is the way we're setting up the classrooms. We're going to break them into 3 grade bands. There's going to be a primary grade band, K-2, K-3-ish. 3 to 5 or 3 to 6, and a middle school group that's after that. The kids will be grouped in a multi-age setting with a teacher and hopefully volunteer aid in that group. We'd like to keep it to a 12-to-1 ratio for best interactions with kids. We're going to be having the best teachers that we can find. Kids or teachers that have kids learning at heart. They want to build relationships with kids and understand that kids are unique individual learners. Our teachers will be guides, helping kids learn and guide them along their path, setting those goals, helping the kids set goals to meet those benchmarks that they have to achieve, and setting up the plan for them, creating an environment that's warm, that's welcoming, that's fun, it's enthusiastic, the kids want to be here. So at this point you might be wondering, as a parent, how do I sign my kid up? I want my kid to be a part of this. I need you to pay attention to the Facebook page and the web page for Gil Hills Ministry, where this video is right now, and keep in contact. We're hoping to do enrollment starting in January of this year, this coming January. If you're also, maybe you're not a parent, but you want to be connected to this project, it's a ministry. If God's putting it on your heart as He has ours, and you want to get connected, please reach out to us through Facebook or through the web page. The contact information is there. Check for the emails. Reach out. We would love to have your support. If you can't volunteer in person, but you want to be able to contribute financially to the project, that's much needed too. We're running the school as a nonprofit ministry. You can always use the donations and the help. It'll help offset costs for kids and pay for quality teachers. So we love you. Please be praying for this project and its success. Thank you very much. God bless.